Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Bailey, also known as CringeMcCringle, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well today, and I am really bad at making intros and having them tie into the figure that I'm talking about, so we're just gonna tell you right now. Today I'm going to be talking about... Where'd he go? Transformers Animated Jackpot. Oh shit, I almost dropped it. Starting with the box, and yes, this is quite literally the box that Jackpot was packaged inside of. No fancy artwork, just a small, brown, unmarked box that had an invoice taped to the bottom. Opening the box, though, we find this high-quality foam insert with Jackpot in his vehicle mode. Taking out the foam, we will find instructions and tech specs, which were still sealed before the making of this video. Now onto the figure itself, we will start in vehicle mode because, why not? Jackpot has historically been a black jazz repaint, and that tradition continues with this release. As you can see, this is the animated jazz mold, now in black plastic, and boy oh boy does it look good. This car mode is sweet, and maybe my favorite from Transformers Animated. I don't know that I actually have an answer to that question, so don't ask, I kind of just like the whole show. Now going over the small details of this mode, as I mostly glossed over it when I talked about Dead End, starting with what catches your eye first is this bronze and red striping going down the hood of the vehicle. It has an accompanying Autobot logo above the gray plastic front bumper. Headlights and blinkers have been molded in a dark, clear red, and I love the little eyelids above the lights as well. Mirrors have been finished in silver along with the side-mounted exhaust. The windows are also molded in red clear plastic, with the rear window being painted red. The rear bumper is molded gray like the front, and the rear taillight housing has been painted orange. And of course, the rims are finished in silver, and I must say, these are some of my favorite rim designs. And I'm not talking just on a Transformer, but cars in general. I love wire spoke wheels, and these look so damn good. Jackpot also has molded in treading on his tires, which is just a nice little extra layer of detailing. Overall, car mode looks great. Now, it's time to get this guy into robot mode, and that means we have to transform him. Luckily, I've come prepared with 15 years of experience with this mold, as I had jazz when I was a kid. And here we have Jackpot in his robot mode. While he is still that mostly black color, he has had an explosion of yellow. All of his limbs have been molded in it, and it provides the basis for a very unique design. Speaking of which, I love this design and any subsequent repaints that it's had. Jazz, Freeway Jazz, the Dead End, they're all fantastic. But let's go over Jackpot and what makes him unique. First off, we've got this cool-ass head sculpt with a big chin and a cheeky grin. I swear, this is the face of a guy who's about to ask me the most out-of-pocket question, and then act like he said nothing. Visor is hit in blue paint, and there's orange for the top of the head and the chin. Chest is made up of the front of the car, and the tires have been pushed in to make way for the arms, and they actually hide away pretty well, all things considered. Arms are well sculpted, and he has a nice silver paint hit on the shoulders. This ninja has definitely been working out recently. Look at that sculpting, he is chiseled. Abdomen is painted in black with orange and red accents. Then we make our way to the legs, which are made up of the entire roof and rear of the car, making them ridiculously bulky. And it's mildly funny seeing the juxtaposition of such large legs attached to these tiny little orange feet.
Alright, so going over the articulation for one animated Jackpot here. His head is on a ball joint and can look all sorts of directions, left, right, little up, little bit down. Arms are on ball joints, so they go 360 degrees, and they can go out like that. There is a bicep swivel, so you can rotate his arm. Double elbow bend, which is pretty good. Wrists and hands are on a ball joint as well, so you can kind of rotate those however you wish. He does have a waist rotation, so that's pretty good. Legs go forward that far, they go back that far, and they do go out all the way. There is a thigh rotation, if you want to call that thigh, and then there is a knee bend, and there is a whole lot of leg to bend. So that is that, and then there's just this little pivot here for the ankle, but that's not really going to do much. So animated Jackpot.
Overall, Jackpot is able to hit some solid poses. The only real joints he is lacking are an ankle tilt, and due to the massive size of his legs, it can be a bit tricky to balance him. But I would say he's roughly middle of the road when it comes to articulation. However, if you want to add a little flair to the figure, you can attach the included nunchucks, which are formed from his exhaust. They're just two little pieces of plastic that are connected via an actual string, and they easily plug into his hands. So, here we are at the end of the video, where I give my overall thoughts on this figure. And well, what do you know, Jackpot is a good repaint of a very good figure. He offers some solid play features and has a ton of character designed into him. His design lends itself very well to being photographed, and honestly, that's kind of where I've had the most fun with this guy, is taking pictures of him. Checking sold listings for him on eBay, he is going for roughly $100 to $150, which I know is a lot, but if you like animated, I do think that he is mildly worth it. But if you don't have the mold, definitely get the Jazz. It's going to be a whole lot cheaper than this. But this is also a very, very cool toy. But I think I'm going to end today's video off there. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please let me know. The channel has been growing pretty solidly over the last few months, and I really do appreciate everybody who actually takes the time to stop by and check my reviews out, because I do think that I put some effort into this, even though I would say I put no effort into anything else. So with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye.